Story Corner, presented by Jennifer. Who gave the thief away? Besides the actor Polka's lack of cinematic knowledge, one strange thing he said about the weather in Australia tipped Angela off to his fraud. As she knew from teaching, it could not have been snowing in Sydney in December, as Polka had said. For when it is winter in the United States, it's summer in Australia. Okay, for those of you who were able to deduce the clues, very good job. For those of you who were a little off the mark, well, you have another chance coming up in our next mystery. Missing at the Museum. Do you know what I love the most about spending time with you? I asked Anne Stone, the beautiful reporter who is my date for tonight's opening at the local museum's Fantasy Furs Christmas tree exhibit. My scintillating company? Anne replies, her eyes sparkling with amusement. Yes, I chuckle, but I was thinking how every date with you is an adventure. I'm never boring, Peter. She winks. It's hard to argue that. Anne and I always seem to end up in the middle of a crime scene together. Tonight, for example, our date began with a tour of the world's spiffiest spruces and ended in a blackout. When the museum lights flickered back on, the most valuable decoration in the whole exhibit, a star-shaped tree topper encrusted with diamonds, was missing. And as the first detective on scene, I'd been tagged for the case. What are your thoughts on this latest whodunit? Anne asked. I'm stumped. Security initiated a lockdown the instant the lights went out. The thief and the topper must be here, but each guest has been searched with no results. So what's next? I'm going to talk to the help the museum brought in for tonight's event. Florist, a caterer, and a band. Anne tags along as I go in search of the caterer. We find Stephanie Reed, the elderly blonde proprietor of Heavenly Hors d'oeuvres, putting the finishing touches on the buffet. Where were you when the lights went out? I asked, as Anne's eyes eyed the cold finger foods. The woman's eyes narrowed. You too? It was humiliating enough to have my catering van searched. I'm here to feed the guests, detective, not steal from them. I understand, but an ornament worth a small fortune is missing, so I need you to answer the question. The caterer heaves a sigh. I was here, putting out the hors d'oeuvres. Now, if you excuse me, I'm expected at the governor's mansion to cater another party. And if I'm late, I'll be sure the governor knows you're the reason. Who's next? Anne asked, her eyes still on the food before us. Hilda Wentworth, town's best florist. We tracked Hilda down in the lobby, stacking crates. She rolled her eyes when I asked to search the boxes. Go ahead, she mutters. You won't find anything but air. I've already set out all the wreaths and poinsettias. I was getting ready to leave when everything went dark. I couldn't see a thing, so I certainly didn't steal anything. Pausing, she nods towards the door where Stephanie Reed is heading out with a soup kettle in her arms. The caterer's leaving. May I go too? I have a bunch of bouquets to prepare for a wedding. Of course. I turn my attention back to Anna. Well, it looks like we're down to the band members. Frowning, Anna shakes her head. You may want to rewind a bit, detective. I guarantee your thief isn't one of the musicians. In fact, I think your perp is heading out the door as we speak. Who was the thief? Write your answers in the comments section and tune in next time to the big clue for the answer.